Okay. All right. So next question from the audience. Which exchanges do you recommend as a must have? And how do we know which updates are in the pipeline for Token Metrics? Are there any updates, timeline, calendar on the website? Good questions. So in terms of updates, just go to feedback.tokenmetrics.com. We do have a roadmap there. But honestly, we haven't really been updating that as much because we've kind of been busy with some things internally. But I would say if you're a customer and you're on the email list, then just read our emails. We have updates there or our blog. Then in terms of what exchanges do we recommend, just go on our channel or just go on our blog. We had a survey with our audience. We asked them, what are the top exchanges you recommend or use? And I think the winners were pretty much all US based, Coinbase, Binance, Kraken type exchanges. But even now, I probably would add Uniswap on there. Those are the ones people are mainly using. Bill, any platforms you recommend for trading?
Well, I'm a Coinbase and then 1inch.
1inch exchange, yeah.
Right. I just think that whole concept is interesting, and Novogratz is involved. So, whether people like it or not, you have to get used to it. Now, I also like this idea, our guest has got it, and I don't know if I'm allowed to ask questions, but
go ahead.
It sounds like you can actually buy and sell hex directly with you. Is that right?
Well, you can mint your own hex by claiming it for free at go.hex.com. And if you self-refer yourself, you can get a 32% bonus.
Now, hold on.
Somebody else.
Sorry to jump in. Could you repeat that? So we can still claim hex for free? Because I thought that there was a deadline to that expired.
There is. In 25 days, you get nothing.
But I thought that was like last year. It was this year?
It's a 1-year launch, and we're on day like 330 of 350.
Now, when you say claim, do you mean purchase?
No, hex? I mean you will get free hex.
So if I have Bitcoin right now, I can get free hex.
If you had it at the snapshot on December 3rd of 2019.
Okay, yes. So I was saying that. Okay.
You could buy someone else's private keys from back then and use them. So, I mean, as long as you had Bitcoin on December 3rd of 2019 in your own wallet.
I didn't have Bitcoin.
You claim your hex. It's free. And then $4 billion of Bitcoin holders have done that. You can also transform Ethereum directly into hex at go.hex.com every day at 0000 UTC. If you're 10% of the Ethereum that goes in that day, you get 10% of the hex. If you refer yourself, you get a 32% bonus. If you refer yourself to claim, you get a 32% bonus. If you don't use a referral link, you're missing the 32%. Or you could be nice and click somebody else's link, and then you'll get a 10% bonus, and they'll get a 22% of what you got, or 20 anyway. So when you compound 1 times 1.1 times 1.2, it's 1.32. Now, the third thing you can do, so those are ways that you can mint hex. But if you want to sell hex, then you go to ethhex.com, and there's $10 million of liquidity there, and you can buy it and sell it and do whatever you want with it. It's a Uniswap pair. So ethhex.com is just a front end for Uniswap.
All right. So those are other exchanges.
It's on 30 exchanges as well. It's on HitBTC, YoBit.
Yeah, but let's get back to the AMA.
Sure.
All right. So
AMA is, I would use bitstamp.net because they don't have margin trading, so you won't get your ass wrecked because everyone that trades loses all their money. And they offer you the minimal amount of shit coins to go get wrecked on. So how do people lose most of their money in crypto? They trade and they lose it all, or they buy stupid coins and they lose it all. So if you don't lose it all and you stay in for a while and you choose a coin that's got product market fit and you just hold that shit for a long time, delay your gratification, you'll be very wealthy in crypto. Think about how many people sold their Bitcoin when it went from 100 to 300, 100 to 500, 100 to 1,000, 100 to 2,000, 100 to 3,000. Well, boy, I wish they still had their Bitcoin. I bet they wish they could have locked it up and made interest on it and not been able to sell it. Someone should invent a coin like that. I did that.
All right, let's not show hex too much, Richard. Okay, all right.
But it's true. Like if exchanges are how people lose money in crypto, and Bitstamp has been around forever, and they offer the minimal amount of bullshit.
Now, to add on to that, so we're actually talking to our internal customers about this. 80% of traders lose money.
Yep.
So that means 8 out of 10 people who are trying to trade lose money. And we think the added pressure to that is quant trading. because retail investors and traders are competing with quant funds who have lots of capital, lots of resources, lots of experts, PhDs. How is the average retail investor and trader supposed to compete with them? And that's also why our team has been trying to build Token Metrics. It's kind of a way for us to create the same technology, but make it accessible to the average retail investor and trader to hopefully give them a chance, right?
If you trade on that exchange where some of the founders were just arrested,
OKX?
the other one. The other one with arrested founders.
Oh, BitMEX.
Ends with Max.
Yeah.
If you trade there, you're trading against their own in-house trading team, and they know where your stops are. And they have a liquidation fund that they keep all the profit from. They call it the insurance fund, but it's really just they can do whatever they want with it, profit fund. And they have an incentive to get you liquidated. When you try and trade, you can't. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty famous on Twitter. Bill, so what's your take on exchanges having in-house trading teams competing against retail traders? I mean, how does that fare in Wall Street? Is that something they'll also do?
Yeah, I mean, big guys hosing small guys goes back to commodities in the 70s. Okay. Normally it's not the place where you trade, right? So normally you're not expecting predators where you're expecting everyone to be friendly, but that doesn't mean predators aren't out there. Okay. I think
but their orders go through when yours don't. That's a big problem.
Right. In other words, it's not new to Wall Street. Dark pools, big guys are always trying to invent something, particularly at the little guy's expense. But, if we can perhaps take a brief moment to shield Token Metrics, that's actually what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to create research and help the small guy have the tools that the big guy does. Because our guest points out, there's predators out there in the crypto jungle everywhere.
All right. Thank you, Bill.